Hey guys, we're gonna practice vacuuming today. So there's a couple things we're going to need so we can actually practice this. The first thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need a vacuum. Now we have two different types of vacuums here, and the reason is at school we have the cordless vacuum. So if we're at school, there's a really good chance you're gonna use this type of vacuum. Now at home, chances are you don't have a cordless vacuum. You have a vacuum with a cord on it, like this one, all right? So depending on where you're at, you'll use the one you have. We will teach you how to use both, all right? The other thing you're gonna need is if you're at school, you're going to need to have shredding. Now at home, chances are you don't have shredding, and that's okay. If you have something that you wanna put down, put it down, but make sure you get permission. I don't want you getting in trouble. And chances are, if you're putting something down, your parents should probably put it down for you. Now, if they don't want you putting it down, that's okay. You can just vacuum the carpets the way they are. So we're going to practice that. So now that we're ready to practice, we have to get the space ready. If you look carefully, I have shredding over here, and it's a little under the table. Now, it would be really difficult for me to vacuum over here without moving the chairs. So I'm going to move the chairs. In your house, you might have to move chairs. You might have to move a small end table. Depends on what's there. If you can't vacuum where you're trying to get to, you probably should move it. If you're moving stuff, get your parents' permission. So I'm going to move these chairs. Take this chair and put it over here. You don't need to take it too far. Take this chair and put it over here. All right, so first we're going to use our cordless vacuum that we have at school. Now these vacuums are nice because they don't have cords. They tend to be quieter, but they also don't pick up the best. So that's okay. I'm going to show you how to use them. If it's not charged, we're going to have to plug it in and get ones that is charged, okay? So if you look right here, there's a power button. Now, I don't typically recommend you pick it up to turn on. You can just step on it, okay? Now, you're gonna go over to the spot you're vacuuming, back and forth. You can see it's starting to pick up some of this stuff. Okay? That's pretty good. Now, I'm gonna turn it off. Step on the power button. And these are pretty cool. They have all the shredding in here. We'll explain to you how to empty these in a different time. Now let's look at our cordless vacuum, or a corded vacuum. Now for a cord vacuum, you have to open up the situation by unwinding the cord. Now you don't have to unwind the whole cord, and sometimes if you do, it can actually get a little more difficult because we're going to be in a small space. I'm not going to unwind the whole thing. All right, so I'm going to find the end of my cord by just kind of pulling it through my hand like this. Here's the end. You're also going to need an electrical socket. So right here, we'll plug into the electrical socket. Now that we plugged our power cord in, we're going to turn this on. Now, you're going to have to find the power button. On every corded vacuum, it's a little different. On this one, it's the red power. Okay? The other thing you need to know about a vacuum like this, some of them have a button here, so the arm is released so you can move it up and down. Okay, so the arm is released. We're going to turn it on, back and forth. Okay? It's important to go back and forth because you pick up things you miss. Now, I'm going to vacuum up this little pile real quick. You're going to see me go back and forth, and because I have paper on the floor, it's easy to see where I missed. If you're doing this at home, you want to do it in sections, all right? And I'll show you what doing it in sections looks like. Now, if you saw, I was doing it in sections. I wasn't doing huge swipes. I was doing small sections that were nice and close to each other. That way I make sure I get everything. Now I'm going to vacuum up the rest of this. You'll see me back and forth in small sections. I should get everything, okay? So, something I didn't tell you about, if you're working with the cord and vacuum, sometimes it's good to hold the cord in your hand while you're vacuuming. So you go back and forth like this, and then you can pull the cord over the vacuum if you're going to be vacuuming in that spot. So, I think I'm done. What do I need to do before I know I'm officially done? I'm going to look around to make sure I got everything. Let's see. Oh, there's some paper right here. I'm going to go back through here. You always want to check your work, okay? So I'm going to pick the cord up because I have to go over that way. I'm going to lean it, turn it on. I'm going to move the cord with my foot. All right, looks pretty good, okay? So let's talk about vacuuming. Do I do big swipes back and forth, or do I do it in nice little sections, back and forth? What do you guys think? You're right, back and forth, tight little sections, okay? Do I need to move furniture, or should I leave the furniture and just work around it? You probably should move the furniture to make sure you get it, okay? So that's vacuuming. We always, don't forget, want to check our work just to make sure we got everything, all right? Have a good rest of the day. I'll see you later, all right?